What's going on? Justin from H2O Plants, and today we're going to be taking a look at my top 6 favorite aquarium plants that are great for beginners and that you should take a look at if you're getting into aquarium plants for the first time. So I actually just wanted to run through a list that we have on our website. It's the top 10 easiest plants to grow for beginners. That's on the website. It's actually the easiest plants that we sell, the top 10 of them, but I'm going to go through 6 of them today. So if you want to check out the other 4, feel free to check out the website for the rest of them. So let's take a look. So the first one that I want to talk about is water sprite. Water sprite is probably by far one of the easiest plants to grow. It could be floated, it could be planted. It's really easy. It's great for beginners because it reproduces super quick. Pretty much every leaf will become a new plant at some point. If it ever breaks off, floats around the aquarium, becomes a new plant. And it's just a super easy plant to grow. I'll actually put links to all the videos that I've already done on these plants up above in a playlist, so you can check those out if you want to take a look and see the entire video discussing the plant in depth. So each of these already have their own video. Next up is Amazon Sword. Super easy beginning plant. You always hear people talk about this plant, Amazon Sword. It's a rosette type plant, and you plant it down. It grows, just a single big bushy plant over time. Beautiful green color, simple to grow, and overall it's just, you plant it and forget it. It's one of those plants that really don't need any maintenance whatsoever, and it'll just continue to grow for years and years, and it'll put up kind of baby plants through what they call a stave. That's like this vertical shoot that comes up, and it'll produce babies and or flowers from that stave, depending on if it's above the water or underwater, and you'll get new plants out of it that way. Very easy plant, shouldn't have any problem with that. Next up, Aduba Stana Petite. All Adubas are pretty much easy to grow, so this one in particular is just my favorite because it's super tiny, it looks really cool, it has a bunch of little leaves. So it's really cool when you have a bunch of them in an aquarium. It can be tied to rocks or driftwood, so if you have a lot of hardscape materials, you can even tie it to aquarium decorations. Say you have a castle or something in there and you want to stick it on there. You can either wrap it with like a zip tie, super glue, or any sort of attachment like that, and you can like create a cool little like, I don't know, like an ancient castle or something like that. So pretty easy plant to grow. Doesn't need nutrients, low light. All of these are pretty much low light, so you shouldn't have any issues growing these. And yeah, Aduba Stana Petite, definitely check it out. Next one is going to be Kripp Wendidis. Pretty much all Kripps are relatively easy. There are some like more exotic and expensive ones, but they're relatively easy to all grow. These are the 3 different colors though. There's Wendidi green, Wendidi brown, and Wendidi red. All of them have different color hues to them, and they look really cool. Super easy to grow. Just know with Kripps, they sometimes melt back, which means they'll lose some of their leaves while they're growing and adjusting to your aquarium. That is completely fine. I've even seen people that are professional aquascapers just say cut all the leaves off when you first get them in there, plant the roots, and it'll just sprout up new leaves and you could go from there. I don't recommend cutting all the leaves off. I think the leaves actually will help the plant, but a lot of the professional aquascapers do that, and it just will shoot up new leaves. So Kripps, super easy to grow. Wendidi is a good one. Lucian is another one. We have 2 of them up there. That's actually 2. That's an extra one that I meant to do. So now this is a top 7 possibly. We're going to still call it a top 6. The next one, I've actually done a video on it. It's my favorite carpeting plant. So if you're looking for a foreground plant, this is by far my favorite, and that's dwarf 4-leaf clover. Super easy to grow. When you first get it in, you may see some taller growth. That growth will eventually melt back and die and turn brown. That's fine. What you're looking for is the little tiny leaves that are only about a ½ an inch big, or long I should say, height-wise, and they'll just carpet out. They're rhizome type plants, so they have like this runner, like a long string of them, and it just keeps popping up leaves. Super easy plant to grow. Really doesn't need anything, it grows. It's like a weed in a sense. It doesn't grow, I would say, super quickly, but it's not the slowest growing plant, and it's great for carpets because it just will take over if you give it enough time. But you gotta be patient with it because it will take, a little bit to get there. And lastly, but not least, probably my favorite background plant, jungle vals. Now there's several different types of jungle val. I'm just gonna say Italian val. It's some of the easiest stuff to grow. Super nice looking, has thin leaves, and it spreads through runners. We actually have a 40-gallon tank that I planted some in the back, and it is just taking over the entire aquarium now. So it's looking really cool. I'll probably do a future video on that aquarium, but definitely check out Italian val, jungle val. It's really easy plant to grow. We'll send out runners, so it'll produce baby plants all on its own. All you need is 1 to get started. Leaves can get super long, so they could either be up to 24, 30 inches. You can trim them back. I don't recommend cutting them at the tops, cut them at the bottoms, and they're usually pretty good. But that's really about it, guys. That's my top 6 of my beginner-friendly aquarium plants that you should check out. If you want to check out any of the videos, like I said, there will be a card up above that you can take a look and, you know, watch those videos if you want. You could also go to the website, link down below, and take a look at the top 10 beginner-friendly plants on the website, and you could also pick some up from there. So if you'd like any of these plants or have any suggestions for beginners, leave comments down below. Also, what do you think of all the plants, if you've tried them before, and what are your takes on them? If you enjoyed this video or you learned anything new, hit that like button. And if you're new here and don't want to miss any future videos, click that circle button to subscribe. And you could click either one of those videos to check out previous videos we did, and I will see you guys next time.